Hi, everybody. To whatever extent the word everybody applies. Uh, Feeling very good today. As I hinted at in the description, it's lovely to I feel like got the inside track on getting good things done. Um, it's also very strange to wake up feeling comfortable, wanting to go back to sleep and dream, and not having any kind of active interest in anything outside of bed, but also from experience, knowing that that feeling will quickly translate into um, being interested in doing good things outside of bed and in the real world. Um, yeah, after several days of good productivity and good clarity, yesterday seemed to start out okay, but then turned into an odd train wreck. I don't know what happened. Had a second dose of um, chocolate drink and yerba mate, and as sometimes happens, it really backfired on me. I don't know why. Started to feel really sort of dizzy and weak. Um, can't really think of much that would have caused it. I know I did. If you want to know the details, sometimes I usually add about a half a tablespoon of ground up golden flaxseed meal, which is healthy. It's got omega threes in it, and then about a half a tablespoon of chia seeds, which supposed to be really energizing, and I think also has omega threes. Both of them can be used very nicely as thickeners in cooking and bread, kind of like potato starch or xanthan gum or egg, even. Anyway, I used all chia seeds instead of half chia seeds and half golden flax seeds, and maybe that had something to do with it. I don't know. Today, I tried to go the other way. I did all golden flaxseed and no chia seeds, and while I was already feeling good, no backfiring. There have been some times in the past where chocolate and caffeine have really backfired for no apparent reason, and then there have been some instances where some kind of emotional breakthrough happens, some kind of event or action or surprise, and or even just lying down for a bit, and then all of a sudden it's like a dam bursting, um, and all of a sudden I feel great. Maybe it has something to do with how chocolate is known as a heart opener, and if if there's some kind of blockage in the emotions or the heart, that might be the cause of it. Who knows? Uh, I took a nice bike ride today. A little humid, but not too hot. Um, Watched a little bit of a good TV show last night from the '90s, British comedy called The Vicar of Dibley, with a friend of mine. Just before I started to crash, ended up sleeping, going to bed about 2 in the morning because I knew I wasn't going to be productive. Although I started to feel more clear-headed. Could have gotten out of bed and done something, but decided just to lay in bed, even though I didn't fall asleep until 6 in the morning. Ended up watching a pretty interesting documentary on YouTube, a new channel I'd never seen before. Um, it was almost entirely drawings, artwork, paintings, and maps of Europe, and moving markers illustrating over the course of 3 parts on an hour-long documentary, Napoleon's legendary catastrophic attempted invasion of Russia in 1812 over the summer and the winter. It was interesting to learn more details about that. I've always heard about it, but didn't really know the specifics. Uh, and it detailed all the different branches and um, types, cavalry and regular infantry and Cossacks and lead army and backup army and supply lines and moving flags and the names of the generals of the armies and each parts of the armies. And the whole middle part was, I forget the name. It began with B, but the most deadly battle of all of the Napoleonic Wars on that led the way to Napoleon reaching Moscow, although he quickly had to retreat from Moscow. Anyway, pretty fascinating. It's a smaller part of apparently a 3-hour documentary detailing all of the Napoleonic Wars. It was interesting enough. I might watch it again, or watch the rest of it. You could watch it in chunks, but also there was a unified hour-long video for all three of the Russia invasion um, parts, and then there was a unified video for all 3 hours of the entire Napoleonic Wars. Anyway, a little sidetracked. Yeah. What else? Yeah, looking forward to. Looks like there's going to be a game night tomorrow night with at least 2 friends. Pizza night at the Red Hen. Maybe bike to that. Maybe carpool. Red Hen's a bakery, and they have pizza nights on Fridays in the summer. Some of the game night guys want to go to that. A little more active in sharing some funny memes with friends and loved ones today after waking up. Got to make some hummus today before bed. I used the last of the hummus I made last night. Although when I say hummus, I don't necessarily mean chickpeas and garbanzo beans like normal hummus is. I mix it up with various kinds of beans. I've got a 4-pound bag of lentils, and I've realized that the kind of beans you use, the kind of legumes you use, doesn't really change the end result too much. And like lentils are much easier to prep than other beans. You don't have to soak them overnight, and you don't have to cook them as long. So do that before it gets too late. If I turn the food processor on once Mac goes to bed, it might wake him up. So I should do it before 9. Um, yeah. Anyway, main thing. Looking forward to. I didn't do any typing 2 days ago because I got so into the audiobook. Really productive reading. Stayed up super late. Didn't go to bed till 8 in the morning. Read 3 chapters, 3 hours. Got all the video processing and uploading done. But I hope to get. It's fairly early today, so I hope I'll not only get a good deal of audiobook reading done, but also some typing, blog post, maybe a story, if I get to it with enough energy. Back to the novel. Also looking forward to my cousin Sophia, Mac's daughter, who's very empathetic and really loves animals, takes care of wounded young animals from the animal shelter. I've asked her if she'd be willing to to listen to the audio video book that I'm making out of People of the Deer, because she seems like a good candidate to enjoy it. Her empathy and her interest in nature on the one hand, but also given her love of caring for animals, I'm very curious to see how she might react to the way the very big-hearted people of the deer, with a very different relationship to animals, um, uh, have such little trouble killing animals, even mothers who are with fawn. That should be interesting. Mm. Anyway, that's about it. I could stare at the ceiling a little bit more and think if I had more to say, but done almost 10 minutes, and I'll get to work. Hope you have a good day. Good evening.